You've got questions? We've got answers. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, asking the questions that new leaders ask us. Actually, it's our goal to help all leaders become more successful, productive, and confident. And today we're talking about what you should say. Are you ready? Let's go. Today I was trying to decide what I wanted to share with you, and all I could think of is, well, I don't know what to say. And then it hit me. As leaders, we often find ourselves in that situation, don't we? Someone comes into our office, someone asks us something on the shop floor, someone asks us something and we don't really know what to say. And usually we start talking anyway. First tip, resist the urge to say something. Well, why do I say that? I mean, aren't we supposed to have answers? Well, number one, you can't be, nor should you expect yourself to be, an expert at everything. You may not have something to say. And sometimes people will ask you things they don't even want an answer from you. And lastly, if every time people come to you specifically with a question and you immediately feel like you have to give them an answer, guess what they're going to keep doing? Bringing you more questions, because it's way easier to come ask you and get an answer than it is to think about it themselves. So for lots of reasons, I've just given you three, lots of reasons why you should sometimes resist the urge to say anything. But now you're thinking, but Kevin, they've said something, now what do I do? And I'll give you four things to do. Number one, ask them what they've tried. So if someone comes to you with a question, well, what should we do here? Or what do you think we should do here? Your first thing might be to ask them, so what have you already tried? Or what have you already considered? Second thing you can do is ask them what they think. So what do you think? What would your advice be? What do you think? Third thing you can do is you can ask them what they need. So what do you need from me in this situation? How can I be of help to you now? Now, in all three of these cases, you've said something, but what you've really done is asked them a question. You tossed the conversation back to them, not as a way of denying or not as a way of deferring, but as a way of continuing conversation. Because what happens if they say something and you feel like you need to respond, and then you do respond, a lot of times, end of conversation. So ask what they've tried, ask what they think, ask what they need, and then maybe you don't need, maybe the situation doesn't call for asking. So the last one would be just stop and think. See, a lot of times as leaders, we think, and as communicators, we think when people ask us something, we should immediately respond. It is okay. I'm speaking especially to the extroverts watching. It is okay to think for a second, to take a quick pause, to show that you're contemplating a response rather than just firing off a response. So the next time you want to know what to say in a situation, maybe you shouldn't say anything. Maybe you should ask a question instead. Let me close with today's tweet. Sometimes the best way to respond to a question is with, what do you think? Listen, I hope this little conversation was helpful to you. If you want to have better conversations with your folks, it will help. And so guess what? We got lots of content here to help you, free and stuff you can pay us for. Yes, it's all here. Click the links to learn more about everything that we can do to help you move confidently from bud to boss.